East Legon Hills, a community with immense potential, has long been burdened by deteriorating roads. The stretch from the main gate to Santo has been a particular challenge for residents and commuters alike. The road, riddled with deep potholes and uneven patches, has become a symbol of neglect. For years, the people of East Legon Hills have endured this struggle. Vehicles sway and bounce violently as drivers try their best to avoid the worst of the potholes. On rainy days, the situation becomes even more miserable. Those potholes transform into murky pools of water, hiding their true depth and posing a risk to anyone who dares to pass. Drivers who live here have no choice but to navigate the hazardous terrain daily. It's not just frustrating, it's costly. Vehicle repairs have become a frequent burden. Suspensions, tires, and brake systems all fall victim to the unforgiving road. Imagine having to spend money on car repairs almost every month, not because of negligence, but simply because of the terrible road you have no choice but to use. The poor road conditions have impacted daily life, from children's commute to school to local businesses facing accessibility issues. You see children walking along these roads every day, trying to avoid the mud and large pools of water that gather after even the slightest drizzle. When it pours, the entire stretch becomes a muddy mess. Parents worry about their children's safety. But what choice do they have? This is their reality. It's not just the children who struggle. Local businesses are suffering. Deliveries are often delayed, and customers hesitate to visit because of the road. It's affecting livelihoods. Businesses that once thrived now struggle to stay afloat. Delivery vehicles avoid the area altogether, and those who attempt to reach the community are often left with damaged vehicles and sky-high maintenance costs. Imagine trying to get emergency services to respond quickly on roads like these. Every minute matters when it comes to health and safety, but on roads like these, minutes are lost. It's not just an inconvenience, it's a public safety issue. Residents have grown used to the struggle, but that doesn't make it right. Year after year, they've called for change. They've petitioned, protested, pleaded, and yet the response was always the same: silence. Local drivers have resorted to finding alternative routes, but many of those roads are just as bad, if not worse. It's not uncommon to hear stories of people getting stranded or having their vehicles break down in the middle of a journey. Others simply give up, choosing to park their cars and walk home, a journey that shouldn't be necessary in a modern, developing area. But finally, something is being done. Change is on the horizon. The road construction project from the gate to Santo is now underway, promising a transformed landscape. The sounds of heavy machinery are now the sounds of hope. Workers are leveling the ground, laying down fresh asphalt, and ensuring proper drainage systems are installed. It's a massive undertaking, but one that is desperately needed. This project is more than just about laying a smooth road. It's about laying the foundation for progress. It's about ensuring that residents no longer have to dread leaving their homes or coming back from work. It's about making sure children can walk to school safely without the constant fear of falling or getting stuck in the mud. There's a commitment to delivering a durable and safe road. The project will enhance connectivity and boost the local economy. Finally, residents feel like their concerns are being heard. This is not just about pouring asphalt. It's about building proper drainage systems to prevent flooding, constructing pedestrian walkways to ensure safety, and even planning for street lighting to make the area safer at night. People are starting to imagine what life could be like once the road is completed. They envision kids walking to school without worrying about slipping in the mud. They see businesses thriving as customers can visit without hesitation. And for those who live here, daily life will be simpler and safer. The new road is more than just a construction project. It's a lifeline. It's the promise of growth, stability, and prosperity. For years, East Legon Hills has been left behind when it comes to infrastructure development, but this project represents a turning point. It's about much more than just cars and trucks. It's about people. It's about children walking to school without fear. It's about elderly residents feeling safe as they move around. It's about businesses being able to receive supplies and welcome customers without obstacles. It's about improving lives, one road at a time. Residents are eager to see how the completed road will transform their community. They envision smoother rides, faster commutes, and a bustling local economy. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a good road can make such a big difference. But when you've been forced to live without it for so long, the impact becomes undeniable. Even as the construction continues, there's a sense of optimism in the air. People watch the workers with hope, knowing that every shovel of dirt and every layer of asphalt is bringing them closer to a better future. And as the road starts to take shape, that future feels more real with each passing day. But the transformation doesn't stop at the road itself. It's about what this road represents, a brighter future, not just for those who drive on it, but for the entire community. When the project is finally completed, East Legon Hills will no longer be defined by bad roads. It will be a thriving community where people can live, work, and travel without unnecessary hardship. A better road leads to a brighter future for East Legon Hills. The East Legon Hills Road Construction Project is steadily progressing, with the primary focus currently on constructing proper drainage systems, especially the gutters and bridges. This phase of the project is crucial because, for years, poor drainage has been one of the biggest challenges facing the area. Heavy rains have always been a nightmare for residents. The absence of effective drainage meant that rainwater would collect on the roads, transforming them into muddy, hazardous pathways. During rainy seasons, moving through certain parts of East Legon Hills felt more like wading through a swamp than walking along a road. Now, with the construction work actively ongoing, there's a clear effort to address this long-standing issue. The workers are fully concentrated on building large, well-designed concrete gutters along both sides of the road. These gutters are essential for directing rainwater away from the road's surface and into designated channels where it can flow harmlessly away. The construction of the gutters is a meticulous process. Workers are seen carefully mixing concrete, laying blocks, and ensuring that the gutter walls are sturdy enough to withstand heavy flows of water. The precision with which they are working reflects their understanding of how critical this stage is. In addition to the gutters, the project includes building bridges at various points where natural streams and watercourses cross the road. These bridges are essential to ensure a continuous and safe passage for both vehicles and pedestrians. The bridge construction process is a demanding task. Steel reinforcements are being laid, concrete foundations are being poured, and the workers are making sure every detail is up to standard. They understand that these structures need to be durable enough to withstand the force of water during heavy rains, which have previously washed away parts of the road. The community watches with hopeful eyes as these drainage systems slowly take shape. They know that this phase of the project is fundamental to the overall success of the roadwork. Without proper drainage, any further construction would be pointless, as rainwater would simply destroy whatever improvements are made. Residents are already feeling a sense of relief, seeing the effort being put into building these gutters and bridges. There is hope that once completed, the constant flooding and waterlogged roads will be a thing of the past. People passing by the construction sites can see how much work is being done to ensure the drainage systems are strong, effective, and built to last. From the careful alignment of concrete blocks to the precise measurements taken before pouring cement, everything is being handled with care. The engineers overseeing the project are making sure every aspect of the drainage system is properly planned. The gutters are being designed with enough capacity to handle even the heaviest downpours, ensuring that rainwater is swiftly carried away without causing damage to the surrounding areas. This phase of the project may not be glamorous, but it is undoubtedly the most important. Proper drainage is the foundation upon which all future improvements will rest. It's the part of the project that will make sure everything else holds up over time. For now, the focus remains on completing the gutters and bridges. Asphalt and road surfacing will come later, but right now, everyone is watching and appreciating the dedication of the workers building these crucial structures.